Hello and welcome back to Matt's B-Movie Reviews, a show that looks at cult films that may have escaped your radar. And guess what else is back? My sideburns. Well, kind of. You're wondering where they went? I got paid to be an extra in a period drama, but that's actually all I can say until it airs next year because otherwise I'm in breach of contract. Although I will say that I saw a massive star on set that I'm a big fan of. I didn't get to talk to them, but I did see them, so that was pretty good. I'll let you know more about that when I can. Because this week I'm looking at a movie so weirdly bad that it probably broke the internet as the original did and caused this massive stir that we're still feeling. It's a threequel so infamous it needs no introduction. But I just can't help myself. So prepare yourself for Sci-Fi Channel's original movie, Sharknado 3. Oh hell no. Here's the plot. Well, I say plot. Finney Shepherd is getting honoured by none other than the President of the United States for his unwavering heroism during the first two Sharknados. Go Finney. At the moment, Finn's trying to settle down with his armless wife. She's got a bun in the oven in this one, and they're looking forward to settling down and leading a semi-normal life. Unfortunately, a Sharknado of epic proportions just happens to be coincidentally in the same part of the East Coast that Finn is visiting. Do the following round? I don't know. I don't write these movies. No one actually writes these movies. So Finn has no option but to grab his old trusty chainsaw and fight back against the sharks. The stakes are even higher than the celebrity cameos in this one. Can Finn save his family and ultimately the world from these horrible Sharknado things? Gotta hope so, because if there's any more I will tear my own eyes out. And I think that's gonna have to happen. Now firstly what I want to say is if you've sat through the first two movies, then there's nothing really new or interesting to see in this one. I know this is a good start to a review, but I'm being honest. Well, that is, except for a few scenes that are set in space, which leads to an even more questionable plot point. Now, what personally drew me to this movie, besides the love of B-movies and just wondering how bad these films can actually get, was the fact that they've decided to set this one in Universal Studios in Florida. And that is my favourite park, and I was there in May of this year, as you may have noticed from my Florida video. However, the movie suffers for this because it starts to feel like a bad Universal Studios promotional video. I can only assume some executives somewhere were figuring out how to boost ticket sales for the year, so they decided to slap it into this third movie. Not a good idea. Although if you've never been to the park, then it's an interesting introduction because the Hollywood rip-roaring rocket ride, or whatever it's called, is featured quite heavily, and that is a really badass ride. And here's me on it now. I'm surprised the movie doesn't actually break some sort of trading standards laws. The acting in these movies is never anything to write home about. It's kind of so-so, goes from wooden to slightly heightened. Even some of the big name actors in it fail to rise above their social conventions in this movie. I mean, no one's chewing any scenes. Well, besides the sharks, but they don't count. They're not even there. They didn't go to acting school. There are a few exceptions, I suppose. Malcolm in the Middle's Frankie Muniz, who must come out of semi-retirement to do this film, which is a little bit of a strange choice in my opinion, actually does pretty well in the scenes until the Sharks game. But then it was a glorious death, so why not? He probably had a couple of days of filming maximum. I'm pretty sure the only reason celebrities appear in these movies is so they can be killed spectacularly on screen in these really bad movies. Well, I say spectacular, it's however the CGI creators' skills are that particular day. People get eaten by these grey globs and blood starts flying, but I can't really tell what's going on. Obviously the sharks are supposed to be in a tornado, so is that why they're blurry and you can't tell what the hell these things are? That's what the animators would have us believe, but I don't believe it for 1 second. Do the work. We need more realistic rubber sharks, just like that scene in Ed Wood where Bela Lugosi is fighting the real octopus. Yeah, that's what we need. In fact, I'd go as far to say I've seen better graphics in a 90s video game. I mean, come on, you know I'm telling the truth, people. I'd actually say the best actor in this movie, unbelievably, is the Hoff himself, who gives a career revitalising performance in my opinion. Much like Mickey Rourke did in Sin City. Unfortunately, the Hoff's never going to get any real credit for his performance in this movie because it's Sharknado 3, which is a shame because this is an actor who can and has done better in his career. And you can see this potential on screen under every bad line that he spouts. Seriously, go check it out. Did anyone actually see when the Hoff played Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., way before in some sort of TV movie in the 90s? It's actually half decent. God knows where you can find that now. It's probably on YouTube. If it is, let me know about it because I want to see that again. There's also other celeb cameos for like split seconds, like the guy who played the original Incredible Hulk, Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager, Jerry Springer even pops up, which is quite amusing. What's the best shark kill in this movie? Probably actually Jerry Springer's death at the hands of Bruce, the mechanical shark from Jaws. In this bizarre scene, Jerry hands his camera to one of the lead actresses so he can get his picture next to this classic shark. And then a very strange thing happens. Either the plastic shark, which has been there for many years, comes to life and bites his head off, which is about as plausible as anything else in this film. Or more likely, as the writers would have it, the plastic shark's been knocked off its perch, unbeknownst to us, and one of the sharks has been playing possum for a little while until Jerry steps up. What do you think? Answers on postcards. It's just a shame that Universal doesn't have the Jaws ride anymore, because I think they could have worked that into the plot quite well and I would have been amused to see that. Oh, I almost forgot there's a 2-second mini cameo by the Jedward brothers. Oh man, I was looking forward to this because the brothers deserve to die by the hands of a shark. I say hands, the teeth, whatever. In this laughable scene, one of the sharks has landed on the loop-to-loop and is slowly making its way up and down so it brings up speed so it can get to the carriage which is trapped at the top with the Jedward twins on. Imagine my annoyance when the Jedward brothers seem to just disappear down the walkway and the sharks eat the ride jockey. What? I've paid to see the Jedward's blood and I will have it. Oh, filmmakers, that is a missed opportunity right there. Celebrity cameos, death, 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 shark, shark, shark. It's all the same ingredients. Now, will there be a Sharknado 4? Yes, yes there will. Oh, and how do you find this out? Well, that's a big thing in itself. After everything that we've been through, the movie hilariously ends on a cliffhanger with one of the main characters' lives in peril. At this point, do we care, honestly? Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you exactly who this character is because, let's just share the madness, shall we? Okay, it's April's character, played by none other than American Pie actress Tara Reid. This is a ludicrous ending, but then again, she's just given birth inside of a shark, and they've re-entered the Earth's atmosphere within the shark without burning up and dying. Yeah. Oh, honestly, I don't know what else to say. Scene after scene, strange exposition, sharks coming out of nowhere, celebrity cameos. Could be one of the better entries in the movie, but quite frankly, I preferred Sharknado 2 in my humble opinion. Unfortunately, this movie feels like a step too far, and the fact that they've already announced Sharknado 4 saddens me, and I'm going to try, seriously try, not to watch that film. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm doomed, doomed! So anyway, my verdict, I'm going to give it a 1.5 Tara Reids out of a possible 5. If you've already seen this film as well, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Okay, so on to next time, I want you to pick the title that I'll be reviewing, since I haven't done this for a while, okay? It's a choice between the zombie terrible movie, and I do mean terrible, Kentucky Fried Zombies, or another shark movie which features the really attractive girl from The Innkeepers, Shark Night. I've not actually seen this movie yet, so I've got high hopes. I mean, come on, it's not going to be worse than Sharknado 3. Oh, hell no, is it? Is it? So as usual, let me know your decision in the comments below via my Facebook page, and also let me know what you think about this new format, because I rarely use my green screen nowadays, and just figured it was about time. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!